I'm Richie and go by Deladeso. I'm from right now, currently in Riverside, California, discovering the oofiness that is Riverside. The struggles kind of created the art, you know? It was just kind of like, this is the resources I had, and that's what I made work, you know? And that's kind of like, growing up, that's what a lot of it was just kind of like, well, this is all I got to keep myself entertained. So I just ran with whatever idea I had and just like, would always fully immerse myself into that craft or that thing at the moment, you know? I was a skateboarder. I would make skate videos with my friends, and like growing up in like San Bernardino, all the stuff we would see is like grimy. Like this is the way we talk. Like that's kind of where the style came from, though. What I named everything was grimy. When we were skateboarding at the skate parks in Rialto, we were just like, oh, that's grimy, you know, it's just a lingo. And I was working at Toys R Us, like graveyard, and I was getting home and just working on graphic stuff. Like I was just like, oh, like reversed it. I was like, oh, I'm gonna call it grime. I'm gonna call everything, instead of hashtag art, I'm gonna call it digital death and grime. People started like, oh, that's a thing, that's a trend thing, and they started copying it. And like, so that was kind of at the time, and that was pretty hard because it's like, that's my only income. I'm like, what, you guys are taking this thing that I'm barely not even known for, and like these other people are getting more likes or whatever. And I'm like, and I learned right away, I'm like, well, I can't spend too much energy on one person, because it's gonna happen either way. Like it's always been that like thinking I'm broke, but like, and still making fun happen, and like making like something out of nothing most of the time. You need money to fund the fund. You just need enough tokens to play that game. You know, it's like life is Chuck E. Cheese, and I just need tokens so I can play.
Richie is a character.
I feel like he's a real life like cartoon character.
He does have his own style, you know, his own technique, and it's a modernized cartoon version of him, you know. And it's just, you see his paintings, you see him.
Some call it like artist. I'm kind of like still kind of learning what that means, you know. I'm just like, oh, I'm just like Richie. I'm like, what does Richie do? This is how I express myself. I like make stuff. Like when I was in school, like I would always make stuff out of construction paper, and like I'd be bored in class, and that got me into like the GATE program. And I was like, they assumed I was smart because I made stuff, and then like almost like didn't pass 8th grade because of that, because I'm like, wait, I'm struggling. Like
the way he's created his world, you know, with his oof and all that. Oofalandia is a welcoming place, a happy place. You know, the color he chooses.
It's kind of like going back to like making the most with the least, like being able to go to the thrift store, give me an outfit for $2, throw it on. You might think it's $1 million, and I just come out and just be oof.
Do whatever you want to do, be whoever you want to be, and the main principle is to have fun.
It's definitely a place that I think we need, that should exist in reality.
I find myself kind of like reverse engineering the artist. I started everything digitally, and now I'm like doing it all backwards. I'm like, well, what is an art? Because I didn't grow up like, oh, I'm gonna be an artist. It's one of those like happy accidents, really.
I think that, you know, describe Riverside to me, I've always, even in my younger, you know, re-entry when I was younger, I would say I want to put Riverside on the map. And I think it's already on the map, you know, with all of us combined, especially now that the Cheech Brand Museum's open. So that attracted a lot more people to come down here.
I found one of my fellow artists in the wild. Let's go sneak up on him and see what he's up to. Mano, he's doing this awesome mural over here. It's one of the dudes got elected for the grant. One of the residency program, 6 local artists got selected to do it, and this is one of the dudes. I'm like totally different from all the other like muralists or anything, and like, so I'm gonna do something unique in my own way. So it's just to kind of be more taken seriously in the community. It's like, you're just like, oh man, like I have to like think about myself. And then sometimes when you think about your stuff, you're like, damn, I'm not good enough. And that's when all the self-doubt and all that stuff kind of come into play. Seeing stuff like this for sure is like motivating to like, all right, I'm a part of this special 6. So I'm like, hopefully I can do something awesome too, and like get to sit next to these guys and learn, you know?
I've collaborated with everybody, and I think that's the key word. And I think a lot of people here, if you talk to them, they want to collaborate, and that's the nature of the city. So this is Richie's work here that I got the privilege to purchase that work. It's one of my favorite pieces. I got the curator show in the Cheech Museum about 2 years ago, and he was one of the artists that I selected.
I'm legit in that era of like my art journey. It's like where those cliche sayings and shit are like, stop and smell the roses, just do it, go for it. I'm like, you're always worried about like, well, making it, right? Like, well, what if like this moment is making it?
We all learn how to do the alphabet, but you got to make it your own. You want to be able to walk in a room, oh, that's a Richie. Well, now you can see Richie's artwork, and you'll see some of them here in the gallery, and you can tell it's a Richie.
There's a lot of like political things that happen, and I like to get involved in that in like a more unique way, and like not just so straightforward. I like to make people think for it. The ice raids and everything that are happening, I'm like, I'm in it. Like I'm working with all these fools that are like truly scared. Like they're like, hey, you see what's happening? Or like, ay, wey, ¿qué está pasando? That's like the power of art. Like you get to protest with your art. You get to, you can say fuck without saying anything. I have my own Ufalandia in that warehouse.
Moreno Valley, San Bernardino, Riverside, I'm looking at you. What you gonna do? Scooby-Dooby-Doo is magic. Where are you? Is magic. Scooby-Dooby-Doo is magic. Where are you? Tonight I live. Tomorrow I might die.